Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFL Inspirations for Your Life. We have a brand new week. Let me just turn on my hat here so you guys can see my phrase there on the top. For those of you that are seeing the show, otherwise, if you're listening to the podcast, my hat says believemeachieve.com. Do check out more of my inspiring, amazing creations. Welcome everyone, whether you're with me here at 7:02 p.m., 7:02 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m. It doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate you doing that. Before we do kick off the show, I would like to invite you to go ahead and, yes, get that favorite beverage of yours, a snack, whether it be a healthy snack, nuts, fruits, uh, or maybe a cookie or chips or whatever. So go ahead, rush and get that snack. And I'll tell everybody what the show's about, and you can hurry back before we start. So, welcome everyone to another exciting episode of the Inspirations for Your Life podcast with your host, me, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Today, we're going to dive into another set of inspiring topics that will change how you approach success. We're going to harness playfulness for serious success. Whether you're looking to fuel creativity, boost productivity, or just re energize your workplace, playfulness might be the missing ingredient you've been searching for. Get ready for a powerful discussion on how embracing fun can lead to groundbreaking results in your personal and professional life. All right, hurry back from that fridge or from the bar or wherever you are. Come on back. Let's start the show. So let's turn work into an enjoyable journey towards success. I tell everyone, I've never worked a day of my life. I don't work, I just creatively play. And so when you work for yourself or you own your own businesses, you can do that. When you're with a company, you don't get the chance to play because it's like you're in their sandbox and they just don't make it fun. So we're going to talk about some very, very interesting things. So one thing I want to talk about is intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. Now, we've talked about this a little bit in the past, okay? And so, intrinsic, remember the things that are inside your body, right? Like the feelings and stuff like that, right? Where extrinsic are the things outside, like money, applause, awards, that type of thing. And so I believe there needs to be a mixture of both because if there isn't, then that can probably cause you to get a little bit, let's say, demotivated. So we need a little bit of both. I do agree with that. The power of play. A playful mind will drive creativity and innovation. If you don't play, well, then you're missing a very, very, very big thing. And the big thing you're missing is that creativity drives things. Okay? Creativity drives things. So when we get playful, all right, we see and experience things that we never knew were possible because we're open to those opportunities. When we're stressed, it's like we're locked down. We're only looking for one thing, and we miss all the peripheral things that could be well within our reach or our view. So this is why it's important to creatively play. When you creatively play, ladies and gentlemen, you recharge your environment, you recharge you. And by doing that, success is going to come to you a lot quicker and much easier. I always say when we creatively play, it's work that doesn't appear like work. It's helping people solve challenges and making it like a puzzle for yourself. When you enjoy doing puzzles, well, you'll never work a day in your life, right? All right. So we're talking about serious results, fun, using playfulness to break mental blocks. See, when we get so stressed, it's like we shut down. We don't understand like where to go, what to do. So get playful. And I always tell people, well, I'm going to creatively play, and if it doesn't work, I'll creatively play some more until I find something that works for me or works for the client. But that's what I say, creatively play. Now, some clients don't understand the word creatively play. They don't really get it. So you can't use the terminology with them. But creatively play just means that I'm going to draw on my insights. I'm going to draw on what's in my environment and the people in my environment and allow that to be a great input to cause me to make a game. Yes, a game that I want to win, but a game that's about my promises and goals to boost my productivity. When we make life a game, and I don't mean a game that we don't take seriously, I mean a game that we want to win. But if we don't win that game, then we try a little harder next time, right? But it does work. So, gamifying your goals and promises can boost your productivity. Just many people think, "Oh, well, we can't do that. That's not a way to do things." Well, it is a big way to do things. That's something I want to share with you right now, everyone. So, unlocking creative solutions through playful problem solving. Playful problem solving approaches things from the angle that what if this, what if that, but you just kind of suppose it. You don't get crazy with the idea. You just suppose it and then play a what if game. What would it look like when? What would it sound like if or when? What will it be like when this changes? What will happen when this results? What would happen if I did it this way? So, all these what if questions are a great way to keep you focused and allow you to tap into that immense, abundant resource of ideas that you have that you just didn't know you had. All right. So, reintroducing play into work, it's the secret to motivation and engagement. When you play, when you have fun, chances are you remember more than when you're serious, right? Play has a way of engaging our dopamine in such that when it's fun, we associate things that are fun and we want to do more of that because we get that natural high, right? So that's the reason why our body likes play so much, right? If you were to go outside and you were going to go walk around or going to enjoy some scenery, right? You much probably rather do that than be in an office room where you're thinking so hard trying to figure out the next clue. So leave the boardroom, leave your office, go outside. No one says you have to do all your work at your desk or in a boardroom. Go outside, experience this amazing, abundant world of resources and endless possibilities. All right. So balancing play and professionalism is also important. Finding the sweet spot for success. One of my most popular videos, I said, play like you were when you were a kid. And a lot of people said, well, what are we going to do? Be in a sandbox? Well, not quite. So the video that I released several years ago, it was over 3 years ago, I had a jar of good bubble mix with the big wand. And I described the feeling when I took the cap off and how putting my finger inside and just getting my finger wet on the liquid in the stick and pulling it up already started to ignite some adrenaline in my body. And then I blew at it. And I said, when you blow at it with just a little bit of energy, it goes nowhere. When I blow at it with a lot of playful and flowing energy, I get a lot of great bubbles. When I take the stick and I just wing it, nothing happens. When I take the stick and I just playfully glide to the left or to the right, I get lots of bubbles. So I said, play like you were when you were a kid. Because when you were a kid, ladies and gentlemen, you got everything you wanted, right? You creatively played. But then what happened as you creatively played, you started to understand that something changed in your life. Something changed because people said you couldn't do certain things. That's what happened. People said you couldn't do certain things. And so if people say you can't do certain things, then this means that you're going to believe that you can't do things. Remember, I said in another video, belief is everything. You remember my slogan, believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. But when you believe, you become. All right. Our thoughts activate our reality. From burnout to breakthrough, playfulness will be a very unique way to recharge your batteries and give you a completely different perspective every time. And thus, allowing you to engage with others, even taking challenging situations. When you creatively play, like you're a fly on the wall, or what happens if we did this, or what happens if we did that. And when it's play, it's like, I wonder what would happen. I wonder if we tried that. And you start thinking about it from that, let's say, viewpoint. And then maybe you decide to try that. And you're like, wow, this is kind of neat. This is interesting. So people get burned out because they are working too hard, because they're not having fun in life. They're just, let's say, crunching numbers, or they're just sitting behind a desk and they're just so uptight that they can't do anything else. They don't get out behind the desk. They don't stop to have a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea, or a favorite beverage, or even a snack. Everything for them has to be at the desk. Now, I'm not saying to willy-nilly your schedule, but what I am saying is give yourself the ability to do your schedule in more open environments, whether that's outside, whether that's it could be a museum. It depends on what it is you do in your field. Go explore things in the real world, and you actually will get some great insights. So, creating a playful work culture to inspire high performing teams is key. And more companies are doing this. We see Google doing this. We see Facebook doing this. They have like a whole little play lounge, right? They have ping pong tables. They have pinball machines. They have, what else do they have? They have air hockey tables, right? Skeet ball, video games. And it allows them to put the stress that they had into those games, right? By playing with them, getting their stress out, but it also allows them to charge in a creative way. To maybe you're at a university, and maybe instead of doing your studying in class or the library, you go outside with some of your fellow classmates, and you make learning fun. When we make learning fun, life and our experience of positive success just take off. All right. So now we know how important play is. You remember what it was like when you were very young, and maybe you can't remember back that far, but you probably can remember a time when you loved to play. I know myself, I love to play in a sandbox. My grandfather on my dad's side, his father, he built me a sandbox. And I'll never forget to this day, he built me the sandbox. It was like this green color. And what he did is he made the sandbox, and then he made on each corner, he made little seats so you could sit there and you could play in the sandbox. And it was really, really cool. And then when we were done, basically we just covered the sandbox. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of years playing in the sand. And then when you got older, people are like, well, it's not okay to play. It is okay to play. It's that people are so stuck in what other people are telling them that they are getting the wrong message. And they're also becoming less productive, right? And less profitable. So if we know that these things worked in our past, why don't we embrace some of those experiences again? Play like you were when you were a kid. So this entire week, we're going to dive deep into these areas. So this is what's going to go on this entire week. We're going to be talking about this. And the last point that we're going to be going over is laugh, play, and succeed. Why humor, joy, and the art of fun are the key to long-term life achievement. So we're going to go through these points in very deep detail this week. My name is Mr. John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic evening. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And I'll catch you guys real soon on another show. If you don't catch me in another short real soon. All right, everyone, have yourself a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday, okay? Be well, everyone.